Give me that in Deuteronomy 28:15. Now, this is why we went to slavery on ships, bro. You're not going to hear this nowhere else. Your church is not going to speak about this, bro. Your school, like these colleges and stuff, they're not going to speak about this, bro. They don't want you to know who you are.
Oh, no.
Because if they told you who you are,
we are now.
If they told you who you are, then they would let them know that they are inferior unto you. Because in the Bible, it said that these people are above everybody. Did you know that? The Israelites are above everybody. Did you know that? Do you know who the Israelites are?
Israelites?
Who are the Israelites?
Let me think about that. The Israelites, because we are the Israelites.
Okay, who can you say are the Israelites? Are those people over there in Jerusalem, are those the Israelites?
Jerusalem?
Yeah, those people over there, are those the Israelites?
Jerusalem. I can't,
either you know or you don't, bro.
I really don't know, but
okay, all praise, all praise, bro.
I don't really know.
All praise. That's why we out here, bro, to edify people. We ain't looking down on you, bro. We trying to get on one accord with our people.
You right.
So understand something.
You right.
The reason why we went into slavery, I'm finna read out the scripture. All right.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So God is speaking to the Israelites. He said, if they will not hearken, if they will not listen unto the voice of the Lord thy God, which is in the Bible, his voice is the Bible. All right, go ahead.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
God said if the Israelites didn't listen, that curses would come upon them.
Right.
Now, let me ask you, bro. Us going into slavery on ships, was that a blessing or was that a curse?
Say it again.
Us going into slavery, was that a blessing or a curse? There was a curse, right? But understand, what we're reading is the Bible. And God said unto the Israelites, if they didn't listen and keep the commandments, that he will put curses upon them. Now, one of those curses was us going into slavery on ships. Hey, bro. Hey, come back. You want to know about the Sabbath day? Yeah. Okay, we're going to deal with it in just a second, bro. Do you know who you are in the Bible? What God called you? You know this for a fact? Hold on for a second, bro. This is very important. You're not going to hear this nowhere else, bro. This might be your last chance to hear this. So take heed to it, bro. It's hot. But guess what? We out here too, bro. We out here burning up with you, bro.
But I gotta go to a funeral. So
okay. Let me show you. I'm gonna deal with the Sabbath day in a minute. All right. Let me show you your history real quick. Go to Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Hey, bro, how do you say we come over here on? How did we come over here to America? What transportation? Did we take a plane over here to America? What about a train? We rode a train over here. So how did we get over here? Did we come over here willingly? Or was it by force? It was by force, right? All right. So what I'm going to show y'all is our history in the Bible. Now, this is not being told everywhere, but this is the same exact Bible that's in your church. So listen to this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So God said, I'm going to bring these people called Israel into Egypt again. These 12 tribes right here, God said he's going to bring them into Egypt again. Now, there's two understandings of the word Egypt. It stands for a land, and it also stands for something else. So I'm going to give you the other interpretation of the word Egypt in the Bible. All right, go ahead.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Now, what did he call the land of Egypt? What was the last thing he read? Out of the house of what? Bondage. So another word for Egypt is bondage. Now, what's another word for bondage? If I got you going against your will and you got to work for me, what is that called?
Say it again.
If I got you against your will and I make you work for me for free labor, what is that called? Slavery. So another word for Egypt is bondage and slavery. So now when we read the scripture, we're going to have the correct understanding of that. All right? Give me that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So God said, I'm going to bring thee, Israelites, into slavery again. All right, go ahead.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How did we get over here, brothers? On ships. So what does that make us? This is the history of the Israelites. So who are we? What did God say we are? No, we're not slaves, but we are what? The children of Israel. We are the children of Israel because we are the ones that were scattered abroad throughout all countries. Not just in America, but you know, you got China, you got Arabia, you got Japan. All those countries, if you go there, you're gonna find our people there. Now it's not just the so-called black man, you got the Hispanics and the Native Indians. A lot of us think that we are actually from the tribe of Judah, but some of us are actually from the tribe of Gad. So we've been scattered so bad that we don't know which one that we directly come out of. But understand something, by you knowing that you are Israelites, God requires something of you. Because you're not an ordinary people, bro. God sent us out here for people like you. Because we was once you. We had to change our state of mind. We had to change the way we live. We had to change the way we think. All right, read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 12.
Bring it up.
And now Israel, what does the Lord thy God require of thee?
So, he's talking to you, brothers. He's talking to us. He said, what do I require of thee? Does God require us to go to church on Sunday? Does God require us to follow the ways of the world? What does God require of us? Go ahead.
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul. To keep the commandments.
What?
To keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good.
So God commands us to keep his commandments. That's how we show God that we love him. If we follow the commandments, we do everything that he just read above. We show God that we fear him just by simply keeping his commandments. Now, you said something about the Sabbath day. What day do you go to church on? Hey, brother, with the towel on your head, what day you go to church on?
Sunday. I mean, I go on Sunday, but I know I go to worship on Saturday.
Okay, so you know that. Okay, what about you, bro? So you still go to church? When the last time you been to church? It's been a few months. Okay. So what we're going to show you is a commandment that's in the Bible. This is the fourth commandment. And in a lot of churches, it's on the wall. So we're going to show you that scripture or what God says what day is the Sabbath day. And I want you to go back, if you do go back to church, I want you to ask your pastor why they don't do it. All right? Read that.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 8.
Bring it up.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Now, the key word in that is to remember. If I tell you to remember something, I know it's a chance that you may what? Right. So God knew that we were going to slavery on ships, right? He knew that we would be in possession of the people that hate us, right? And they'll change our names, our nationalities. But God told us to do what?
Remember the Sabbath day.
So he told us to remember the Sabbath day. When he poured his spirit out upon us again, he told us to remember the Sabbath day. Go ahead.
To keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor.
Now he said you got 6 days to do your labor. What day is the first day of the week? Sunday, right? So Sunday through Friday, they 6 days, right? All right, go ahead.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
So God said that the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. What day is the 7th day? So why do you go to church on Sunday, bro? Why do you go to church on Sunday, bro?
I just go to church. I don't worship like that on a Sunday. I just go because just getting up, going to church.
Okay.
I worship on the 7th day.
Okay.
I worship today.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I don't worship Sunday.
Okay.
I just go to church just to get from a preacher. You see what I'm saying?
Just to hear the word from the preacher, right? Now understand something. This is what your pastor's supposed to be out here teaching. Give me knowledge. Give me Malachi 2. This is what your priest is supposed to be out here doing. Now you go to the church, right? Now we just showed you the 4th commandment. Now how long you been going to church, bro? Since you was about 12. And out of all those years, you mean to tell me your pastor ain't never tell you about the 10 commandments, the 4th commandment that's in the 10?
Man, they always used to talk about it, but they never like went into depth.
Okay. They never went into depth. So what are you learning then? Y'all just reading the Bible like a book? Right, that's how they do it, right?
From their own interpretation.
Right. So understand something, bro. We once was going to the church, but it's the reason why we came out the church. Hold on for a second, bro. Listen to this. Go ahead.
The book of Malachi, chapter 2, verse 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge.
So God said the priest's lips, which is the pastors, they supposed to do what?
Keep knowledge.
The pastor's supposed to keep knowledge. Go ahead.
And they should seek the law at his mouth.
And the congregation's supposed to seek what?
The law at his mouth.
So when you go to your pastor with a problem, he's supposed to bring out the law to give you a solution to your problem. Why don't your pastor do that?
Hey, Shalom Israel, Most High Christ bless. Officer Benaiah, IUIC Tupelo, Mississippi camp. Make sure you subscribe to IUIC Tupelo's YouTube page. Like, subscribe, share. Like, subscribe, share. And all the rest of our social media. Hey, Shalom, Most High Christ bless.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word